Hello guys, Michael here, and today I have a very good surprise for you. I have a very lovely and beautiful couple, and very experienced and professional, by the way. And they actually the guys who behind of this place. And where we are right now, it's Remax One Realty Brokerage, the best brokerage in the GTA, by the way. And I'm very proud also to be part of that. And honestly, everything I know, almost everything I know, I took it from here. So, guys, before I flood with lots of questions, just a couple of words about, like some introduction. Let's start with the lady, Samir.
I'm Samira Ibadi, and I work at Remax One Realty as helping our team with training, with any of the paperwork or offers, with Realm and all their real estate needs.
Fantastic.
And we're very happy to have you and Lena in our
Oh, absolutely.
team as
Thank
well.
you. And but I know that your paperwork is the best one. Yeah, I know that.
Thank you. Yes, we just want to make sure that we all succeed together. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're on the same page here. Fred, what about you?
Thank you, Michael. Thanks for giving us the time. My name is Fred. I am Fred Ebadi. I'm the broker of record for Remax One Realty, and it's my pleasure and our pleasure to have you here.
Absolutely. The pleasure is mutual. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so my first question, Samir, is for you. So, why did you choose real estate career?
I choose real estate career because I love helping people with their, seeing them get happy when I hand them the key. Yes, and also I think like it's fun, like going showing, and you just enjoy meeting people because real estate is like meeting a lot of people.
Of
Like,
course, yeah.
yeah. So and also I just love helping them with the achieve their milestone, and yeah.
It's also fun when they appreciate it, right?
Yes,
So you
yes.
help them and they appreciate it. That's the most fun.
Yeah.
And I personally think that real estate is the next after the food. The next
It does,
need.
yes.
Yeah,
It's
I think it's the three essentials: home, food, and clothes.
Yeah, that's right.
yes.
All right, Fred. Why did you decide to have your own brokerage, and also why Remax?
Well, that's a very good question, Michael. Thank you. I was actually just like any other agent who wants to work hard and put the best for their client. And I was working for a different brand for brokerage. And after a while, when I got my broker license, I just wanted to have that freedom. I just want to have that office that I could do my own branding, and also bring the office culture and the office brand, and all the training, the support that I prefer to have it for agents. So that's the reason I opened this brokerage, and we opened it back in 2017. And why Remax? We joined Remax due to many facts. One was Remax as a brand. It speaks for itself. It's all around the world. It's a very well-known brand, and it has everything an agent needs. It has the best technology, the best support, the best training, and every Remax agent is more productive than any other agent in the industry. And the training and the support that we provide as a brokerage, that leads to for our agent to promote themselves first of all, and generate their own leads and close more deals. And that's what we stand for, and that's what we're really proud of it, to make sure that everyone is productive and getting the training that they need.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Well, I need a new client, a new prospect, and they say, what brokerage? I say Remax. Oh, Remax. Everybody knows Remax.
It is. Even if you go to any corner of the world, you will see a sign of Remax. And that's what really inspired us to join Remax.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And I'm very happy that you did. So, because I'm with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right then. Samir, why do you think, or actually, why buy or sell need a realtor? Is it required by law or is it just a good practice?
No, it's not required by law,
Okay.
having a real estate agent, but it is a very, very important practice.
All right.
Because real estate agents can help you avoid making wrong decisions.
Yeah.
For example, like paying overprice for a home, right? Not hiring an inspection to inspect the home. A lot of times having like important clauses in your schedule, in your agreement, you can have you can miss having an important clause in your schedule. So I think negotiating, right? We're all basically learned or know how to guide you in the right direction, and by not having a real estate agent, you can have those mistakes and it can cost you a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I know that. I remember when there was like very first deal when we came to Canada, and we opened all these clauses. Oh my God, I was lost there, right?
Yes.
And our agent back then, she didn't know most of them, but I know you do. That's very important.
Yes, it's important to have a real estate agent that is actually, experienced. That's why it's also important being part of a good brokerage, because that's part of what we do. We make sure we train our agents to make sure that they avoid making those mistakes for their clients, because it can cost their client and it could cost them a lot.
Sure.
Yes.
And I think when you're making such a big purchase, and it's like, for example, if you're going to like a battle, and you don't have any protection, and it's the same thing. You're buying a big purchase, you're buying a house, it's well over $1 million, and it's probably the biggest purchase of your life. And if you don't have anybody to back you up, to support you, to show you and to train you, to walk you through every step, I think it's going to be very, very difficult. So that's why it's very important to have your own agent, to have your own representative, because if you don't have a representative, for example, if you're a self-represented and you go to open house, it's like you buying, for example, you're just buying a car. Once you buy it, you're gone, that's it. So that's what it is. So, but because the seller agent, that's his job to sell the product to you.
Yes.
So he doesn't have to give you, or she doesn't have to give you all the details, all what's behind what you see.
Great.
So that's why it's very important to have your own person to find out every detail about that property.
Of course. That's what we call protect and promote the
you
interests
need
of
to be
our
protected.
clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very good. Thank you.
And all the agents have insurance as well with RICO. So if there's something wrong, at least you have insurance that you can go after.
That's a very good
someone.
point.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So
Excellent.
that's I think important. Everyone should have their own representative, someone who can support them, someone who can back them up and stand behind them. So it's very important.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, Fred, and if as a continuation to this, so what are the common issues that clients face when they're looking to buy or sell?
It's one thing that we talked about, having your own agent is very important. And a lot of people, customers who don't have their agent, they face those problems.
Yeah.
For example, there's a big problem in a house that could be a leak in the basement. And if you don't have a professional beside you, if somebody doesn't guide you how to find out, and then if you find it, to find out the detail about that, the price, how much it's going to cost to fix that, and it could be any other issue with the house. And if you don't have somebody who can guide you and get a good knowledge of it, I think that would be the biggest problem. And it's very important to have an agent to find those issues for you, explain to you,
Yeah, of
and
course.
guide you and make you the proper decision.
Also, if you represent the buyer doesn't pay you, right? You
No,
receive commission
that's
from
the
the
good part.
sellers.
That's
So,
the good
yeah.
part. If you're buying a house, you don't have to pay. A lot of time, which I have heard a lot of agents, as a buyer agent, they give you some incentives back too. So that even could help you with some of the cost.
Sure. Yeah.
Not
Good
all
point.
agents, but some agents do that.
Yeah, I see. So, Samira, what are most common mistakes today buyers or sellers do, and how the professional realtor can help them to avoid these mistakes?
A lot of buyers make mistake by overbidding the price of
Right.
a home, right? Or skipping inspection. Sellers a lot of times not having their home prepared. So those are little mistakes could, help them either, overprice their home or pay too much for a home.
So, actually, you can guide them to set the right price.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes. Because often if a seller overprices the house, that could, the house could be sitting in the market, and they could, lose that proper buyer that it's,
Of
that
course.
could be.
And at the same time, they're gonna
Potential for
help other neighbors to get rid of the house faster.
sure.
Yeah.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I used to work with sellers, and most of them, I would say even all of them, say, I know this house, but my house is the best one.
Yeah.
That's why it's cost more. So people
Yes,
think like
yes.
that. Yeah.
So a lot of times, like homes could be like next to each other, but one house could have upgrades and the other house could not have those upgrades, right?
Right.
So those mistakes a seller could make, because then their house could be worth more, and then they could underprice, or a house could, overprice, right?
Right.
So I think that's a lot of times, sellers, buyers could make those mistakes
Yeah.
with pricing.
Okay, so that's good. They are occupied by or led by a professional that can help them to avoid all these mistakes, right?
Yes.
I saw pictures. Sometimes it's funny. So people put pictures like mess, clutter,
Yes.
and it has to be very clean and very good, because picture is the first thing that a
That
potential
they-
buyer will see
Yes.
what
Yeah.
you represent the seller, right?
Yeah.
Important stuff.
I think one of the biggest mistake, I just think that they make a mistake because sometimes people buy house for others. But I think, to my opinion, I think you should buy a home for yourself.
Of course, yeah.
That means if you're buying a house too big, too expensive, that a year later you can't afford it, it's too big, you can't even clean it, that's a big mistake.
Yeah.
They just buy it because some of their friends, some of their family, they have a big house and they just think, oh, I want a big house too. I think that's a big mistake.
Yeah.
Buying the right house, because you want to call it home, not house.
Yes.
So it's very important to buy what you need, nothing to show other people,
Of course, yeah.
to put yourself in a position later that you can't afford it or you can't
I
handle.
love it. It's a great point. It is very good for when you buy a house for yourself, because you're gonna live there,
Yes.
not somebody else.
Yes, yes.
Of
Yes,
course,
because
yeah.
everybody pass by, they say, wow, but when you're living there, you always not happy because you can't afford it, or you can't manage it. Not even financially, just to clean it, it's not easy.
course,
just
yeah.
to maintain that house, it's
Right.
not easy.
Yes.
So I think it's a maintainable house would be a better choice than
Absolutely, yeah.
And manageable.
And manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, Fred, can you cover quickly what is the current market situation in GTA and we in the buyer's market, seller's market, or maybe it's stable? What is your opinion?
Well, right now, as it's November,
Yes.
so November it's always a slow month, like slow period of the year. November, December, because everybody is thinking about vacation and holidays and buying gifts and stuff for their friends and family. So it's definitely a slow market right now. However, due to current situation that we had in the past 2 years, so there was a lot of homes for sale and then they couldn't sell it. And now if they had terminated it, now they're back in the market because everybody assumed that when the interest rate went down in the past 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
all the sellers who had 2 properties or 3 properties, or they couldn't afford the house itself, the mortgage, so they tried to sell the property, and now there's so many homes for sale. So because of that, it's definitely a buyer's market. So now how long this will last, how long this inventory will last, the time will tell. Maybe 3 to 4 months, maybe by February next year, things will change because interest rate is down. A lot of people, the buyers might start coming in the market, and once this inventory is a bit lower, then it will change. But right now it's a buyer market. There's a lot of good properties, there's so many inventory. If you see a house one time with your client, you have the time to go 2-3 times and do inspection, do all kind of visits before you purchase or before you put even an offer. And there's a lot of chance that you will be the only person bidding for that home, so you will definitely get it at a good price.
Okay.
Now things might change in January, February, March. We're not sure, we don't know, but I think it will change. Nothing is guaranteed, but I think it will change. It will turn around and it will be a seller's market, because there's a lot of people on the sideline who wants to buy a home, and they're just waiting for final decisions of interest rate, where it's going to land, how low it's going to go, and then they can probably start searching for properties.
Very clear, very clear.
To my idea, it's a little bit late for them at that time, because if
I'm
they
aligned
buy
with you,
now,
so,
and the way I believe the market will change, and they can probably save a lot of money. For example, I'm just giving an example. If you buy a home right now for $1 million, and yes, your interest rate might be a little bit higher than let's say you get it next year, you might save on interest, but you will lose a lot on the price, because if the price goes 10% up, you're 100,000 difference. So you might pay with interest maybe 5,000 extra or 10,000 extra for 1 year, but you're gaining 100,000 on the price itself.
Of course. What does it compare to the price difference?
So if as an agent, if we tell our clients, educate them how the financial works on this, I think they will make a decision right now, and I think it's the right time to buy for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's better not to wait. So if the buyer now on the fence, so don't be on the face. That's the time now to buy the house, because as Fred mentioned, and mark it down. Mark every word that he says. He's a very professional and experienced guy. That's what's going to happen. Don't wait, because in few months market will shift and you will lose the opportunity. And the mortgage, but we can close the mortgage for 1 year or 2 years. You don't have to close for 5 years if the interest is high. Yeah?
You can close it for minimum, I think, 1 year.
Yes.
It's a little bit higher, but again, if you look at the difference that you could save down the road, then it will be much better to buy it now.
Very good point. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
if you're all looking to purchase a property in the next year or so, this is the time. Save money and buy a property right now.
Absolutely. Samir, I hear that a lot, and I'm gonna read you what I hear from my customers. And I have my way to explain it, but I adore your way, so I want to hear that. So the people say houses in GTA are not affordable. The interest rate is still very high, even after recent decreases. Maybe we should wait until it's settled. It's kinda aligned with what Fred Halsey provided, but what do you think your approach is?
Like Fred said, right? Market shifts quickly, right?
Yeah.
So I think we just have to act accordingly to the market that you currently is dealing with. So let's say if you're ready to buy,
Yep.
you don't need to wait,
No, wait.
right?
Okay.
Because we don't know where market is going to shift.
Yes.
No one knows. So I think just go with the flow, and if you're ready to buy, just buy, right? Because you can, like Fred said, like right now, I know interest, people think it's still high, but again, you can find good homes. You
Yep.
can find good deals. I mean, and especially like if you're near real estate already in a real estate market, a lot of times, like if you're planning to sell your home, you're I know you're selling it a little cheaper, but again, you're buying it cheaper. Right?
That's right, yes.
Or if you're, market is slow, if you're buying, but again, like you can find good prices. I know interest rate is a little high, but you're getting deal on a home.
Yes.
So I think just go with the current market. You don't need to wait.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But some people, they just say, why should we buy? That's extremely expensive. Maybe we can just stay for the rent. So what would you say to these people?
I mean, if you're renting, you're paying someone else's mortgage.
Yes.
Right?
So you're going to pay
So-
mortgage regardless.
Exactly. And it's always, anytime is the best time to get into real estate.
Yes.
Right? For your future, I mean, for your, real estate always goes up.
Yeah.
And, like since I've known real estate, prices has never gone down. It's always up, right? So, I mean, I do suggest anyone that could afford any time and as soon as they're ready, they should just buy their real estate property. And it's one of the best investment they can ever have.
Do you read this?
Look at this housing ad from 1955. Wow, oh my God, $7,450 for the house. 1955.
1955. So that's only 70 years ago.
Yes.
So within 70 years, a home, a 2-bedroom bungalow with a big lot would have cost $7,950, which is the monthly payment $49.42.
92 cents.
So that's only 70 years ago. So-
What I believe? That back then people also complained,
Yeah.
wow, it's not affordable.
It's still, people would have
And then
said,
today-
oh, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, if we look at back, the price then and then now, we can't even, with 70,000, 7,000 is not
It's
even
not comparable,
not even the deposit.
Right.
So if you want to buy a home, a deposit, if you bring somebody 10,000, they will not even take your deposit $10,000. They want at least $50,000 to $100,000 deposit.
So can you imagine what's going to
So-
happen later?
As
After?
Samira said, real estate is only one direction,
Yes.
and that's always up. Yes, there are some waves come and
Fluctuations,
go, but
Yeah.
only one direction.
If you look at the big picture, it's
It
like
goes
that.
up.
Yeah.
If you zoom in, there's some down and up a little bit.
I
but
had,
the big
I had,
direction is,
I was just tell you one more story about
Sure, go ahead.
about the pricing. So, one day I was helping my client in taking to my lawyer's office to do the transaction. I saw one lady, and she was very happy. She said, "Oh, I got my check today." I said, "Wow, what kind of check you got? I said, I got $1 million check. And that's even about, I would say maybe 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
And I said, wow, that's nice. Did you sell your property? I said, no, I sold my mom's property. I said, oh, when did your mom buy it? She said, when she got married, I don't know, 50 years ago, whatever. And now the parents had passed away. So they had inherited it. So she said they had bought it when they got married. They bought it for $20,000.
Wow.
And everybody at the time was telling her mother that,
What are you
why you
doing?
bought so expensive house? And the $20,000, she got a check for $1 million. So we know where the home goes.
And
where
that's the real
price
story.
goes.
And there are a lot of
So,
stories like
yes.
this. Yeah.
So if you want to save your life in terms of financially, you have to purchase a home, a property that you can live. And the good thing is it's tax-free. As long as you
Yes.
live there, doesn't matter how much you make on it, it's tax-free.
Yes, because it's your property. Like
It's your
not
property.
taxable.
Yeah.
Of course. Nice. Why do the agent gonna choose your brokerage and you as their broker of record?
Thank you, Michael, for your question. First of all, Remax One is a family-oriented brokerage.
Right.
We treat every agent as part of our family. We want to make sure we are there for our agent. We want to make sure we support our agent. We want to make sure we educate them, we train them, we spend time with them. We want to make sure when they go out for showing, they're ready. We want to make sure when they put an offer together, I want to make sure they're ready. They know how to put an offer. They know what kind of clauses that we talk about, what clauses to put in, and they want to make sure they stand behind their customers.
Well, that's very important. And I sign under every word that you have just said. And I'm very happy to be part of this family too.
And thank you for being with us. And thanks to Lena and you that you're a great team. We have read your reviews and we are so proud of you. You're the best couple. We're very happy to have you guys with us.
Therefore, thank you very much. We are happy to
Thank
be
you.
here.
Thank you.
Yeah.